You know, on social media, you have a lot of voices, you have a lot of people. A lot of people you shouldn't even be listening to. He shouldn't be given legal advice. That's what we're going to be talking about. So I'll kind of wait for people to show up. Then we'll get started with the show.
Ringo got that fire. Yeah. Cold flow, phone face down. 4 missed calls, I don't make good sound. Shadows on the wall, know me by my name. Every scar I got, learn to love the pain. Talk to the ceiling, cause people don't listen. Heart stay broke, but my spirit went missing. So I sit with the silence right next to me. Turn the hurt into armor, into energy. My solitude, my peace, my energy. All this hurt in my chest made a friend of me. I was drowning in the heart, no sin is me. My solitude, my peace, my energy. Let the world keep talking, they ain't sense to me. I'm alone in the storm, but it's blessing me. My solitude, my peace, my solitude, my peace. Right. Used to chase crowds just to feel seen. Now I cut ties just to feel clean. Every fake hug had a knife in the sleeve. Now it's one deep wound instead that I breathe. It's all low cause the demons low loud shows. They hate when you come, when your mind grows. So I see you with the hurt till it sets me free. Every tear turn quiet, turn legacy. My solitude, my peace, my energy. All this hurt in my chest made a friend of me. I was drowning in the dark, no sin is me. My solitude, my peace, my energy. Let the world keep talking, ain't sense to me. I'm alone in the storm, but it's blessing me. My solitude, my peace, my solitude, my peace, my energy. Ringo got that fire. Ringo got that fire. Ringo got that fire. I don't fold. I train you, I turn cold. And ain't cold. Turns to light. I made a war, but I'm alright. My peace, my energy. All this hurt in my chest made a friend of me. I was drowning in the dark, now it's saving me. My solitude, my peace, my energy. Let the world keep talking, they ain't sense to me. I'm alone in the storm, but it's best in me. My solitude, my peace, my solitude, my peace, my energy. Ringo got that fire, fire. Ringo got that fire, fire. Ringo got that fire, fire, fire.
Okay, let's get to work. Let's do what we got to do. So we're talking about the situation, ladies and gentlemen, of this attorney. Goes by the name the lead attorney. I've been telling you guys for a long time that this attorney is fake, right? Now, all of a sudden, that Corey Holcomb, his attorney, an actual practicing attorney, came on his broadcast. He said that he hired a some sort of private investigator, which I think is rather BS, you know. But they claim that they found the lead attorney's real name. Guys, I already shared that with you years ago. It's not that hard to find. All you gotta do is just go on Google and look up lead attorney, and all sorts of information will pop up, and you'll find his name. Let's just say James, right? Um, all of that information is public. It's in the public arena. Now, the reason why we have to do this particular live stream now is because I see that a lot of YouTubers are defending lead attorney. And it goes back to what I told you. I told you that all these YouTubers, they work together. Y'all think that this is a game where everybody is sharing their own thoughts and they have their own opinions. No. Social media in these black spaces is a pyramid. The ones that are at the top, they pay other creators to spin narratives. If we could keep the narrative a particular way, it'll keep the viewers thinking a certain way. It's similar to how the mainstream media put out narratives and then we just believe it because we don't do our own independent research. So in this situation, we know that Corey been battling with Anton. In the midst of that, you have a lot of other content creators that been going at Corey, and he's upset about that. Content creators like O'Shea, lead attorney, various others, they've been going in at Corey, and Corey's upset about that. Like recently, right now, in the news is that Corey have some sort of PDF type allegations that are going on out there due to things that he said, which I don't understand why he's upset about that because he said these things. Now, I don't believe anybody said that he's an outright, child abuser or anything of that sort. But there is information out there that Corey Holcomb said with his own mouth in regarding children, which is very disturbing and diabolical, to say the least. So in this ongoing battle, Corey is threatening legal action against YouTubers. In other words, he don't want you to be talking about him. He want to protect his platform, his intellectual properties in terms of his content. And he don't want nobody using it for profit, not realizing that it's kind of crazy that Corey would be making these threats, not understanding fair use. The fair use doctrine allows anyone to clip videos, react to videos, use videos for educational purposes, comedy, you name it. And as long as you're reacting to it and you're transformative in your content, it's allowed and permissible to do. So for him to have an attorney, it's like, it doesn't even make any sense. An attorney should be able to tell him that. But then again, his attorney is not a copyright attorney or, an attorney that deals with social media. So that's not his practice. This is why, as viewers, you shouldn't take these influencers serious, like the lead attorney, because the lead attorney is a retired attorney, which means he's not an attorney, right? So to have the name the lead attorney, right? A lot of times what you as a viewer will do when you see him post content, especially if he's doing a reaction video, because all of a sudden now on YouTube, everybody's a reactor now. Everybody has a reaction channel. When I was doing it, everybody said that I was lame and that I'm stupid and that reactions channels are easy and they don't do no work. Now, all of these ninjas are reaction channels. Like the Red Suppression channel, how his channel got deleted and now all of a sudden everything is a reaction video now. But when his channel was there, he used to make videos about me saying, oh, all these dudes do is react to videos. They don't do no work. Now, all of a sudden now, everybody's doing reaction videos because that's where the money's at. Bunch of damn hypocrites. So now, getting back to this lead attorney, the fake attorney, right? A lot of you YouTubers, you respect these people. I don't care about these people. You know what I mean? Because I already know they're all fake. The lead attorney won't make no videos about me. I already called him out a long time ago. He's a part of that Kevin Samuel bandwagon. These dudes pick and choose their battles because they already done know who they can deal with who's intelligent from who's dumb. You understand? The lead attorney is fake. He's not a practicing attorney. So you're not supposed to be taking any legal advice from him at all. That's no different than you coming on YouTube, starting up a YouTube channel, talking about, I'm a police officer. Police officer reacts to X, Y, and Z. And please don't waste your time telling me any nonsense because I'm trying to make a point here. If I come online and my backdrop have all of my police paraphernalia, right? And my username is Police Officer McMillan reacts to X, Y, and Z. You're gonna think that somehow you're getting a reaction from an actual law enforcement officer. That is not right because you're impersonating an officer at this point. You understand? Furthermore, you shouldn't even be on YouTube because that's violating policies. You know? So now when you have somebody who is not a practicing attorney and they're not out here doing the job of a real attorney and they're on YouTube talking about attorney reacts to man being arrested, you're going to assume that what you're about to receive is coming from an actual practicing attorney giving his legal response or reaction to what's being done here. And that is the deception and how it's misleading to the viewer when you're looking at people like the lead attorney. And this is why when Corey Holcomb pretty much brought his attorney on the show, they claim that the lead attorney been running his operation through a trap house. They put out the address of, I guess, wherever he was, I don't know, some rundown place in the hood somewhere. And I'm not really concerned about where he was at. I'm more focused on the fact that a lot of you viewers, you hold these fake attorneys on YouTube to this high standard like they are gods. And these men are imposters. If you're not an attorney, stop calling yourself an attorney. This man has a fake background on his video. Like when you see the lead attorney come on, right? And you see the background with the wall and everything, it makes it look like he's at his office. It makes it look like he's reading books. That man ain't reading none of them books. Them books is fake. You guys be watching these YouTubers and y'all be seeing them dressed up in suits and they call themselves attorney. If you're not a practicing attorney, stop impersonating an attorney. If you know you are retired, then retire. Just get out of the way and don't post. Here's the thing. How could you be an attorney and you on YouTube all day? How are you an attorney and you making YouTube videos? What cases do you got? You ain't running no cases. All of these guys have stolen the formula of Kevin Samuels. They took his likeness. They took his imagery. They took everything that Kevin Samuels have taught and put out there, and now they're trying to be him. That is why all their platforms have grown and they keep getting all the views. When Kevin was here, these guys were not getting no views at all, guys. They took his formula and they shared it amongst themselves. They're the gatekeepers. All of these guys, listen, guys, all of the main culprits, all the main content creators that have been affiliated with Kevin Samuels are gatekeepers. They're all gatekeepers. This is why I don't know why you guys keep supporting these guys as if though they're some sort of, men of honor and men of truth. These guys are imposters, like all of them. And they have a lot of other YouTubers that are below them that control the narrative that is being put out there. If you see anybody defending lead attorney at this point, they're working with them. There is no reason for anybody to be defending lead attorney at this point. If Corey made a video about lead attorney being fake, he's actually factual. He's right. It's the truth. And that's the problem. Let me see what this person said here. Somebody says, lead attorney is retired, bro. I think that you're an idiot because we already done talked about that. If you're retired, you're not an attorney. Do you understand that? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? If I'm retired, if I was a former construction worker at some agency and I retire, I'm not that anymore. So why am I on social media posing like one? If I am a retired nurse, doctor, whatever the case is, I don't do that no more. So why am I on social media with a suit on acting like I'm an attorney? Why? That's misleading viewers. The average viewer that would come across a platform of somebody posing like an attorney will believe they're an attorney. That's misleading. Can you agree with that, or are you just dumb? Because that's the problem in today's day. Too many fanboys are on social media worshiping humans, and they're not understanding what is going on. If I am impersonating an attorney, whether I was once an attorney, because we're not denying if he was an attorney at one point, but he's not right now. So if you're not an attorney, why are you posing as an attorney? And why, when people go to your website, you're literally charging them for advice? If you're not an attorney no more. You're not supposed to be giving nobody legal advice. You're not supposed to be giving nobody nothing. Do you understand? But see, he don't really care, because guess what? He's not trying to get back into that. So he don't have nothing to be concerned about in terms of trying to give people advice. I'm trying to put you on, because here's the thing. If he is giving legal advice, he would be in the wrong, and it would mess up his chances of getting back in if he wanted to continue a practice or whatever the case is, or get back into whatever he's trying to do in terms of law. So the average person that's listening to him, they're just unlearned. They don't know nothing. So they'll take whatever they could get from him. And then if he give you legal advice, you might end up getting in trouble, because he's not your attorney. Now he'll cover his tracks by saying, oh, well, I'm not your attorney, but if you pay for this thing, I'll give you this. And, but I'm not your attorney, to try to cover himself so that if something go wrong with you, you're in trouble. That's why you shouldn't even be listening. There are too many people on social media right now posing as attorneys, and they're not attorneys. They put that in their title because it brings in trust. It makes you trust them. You folks would trust the lead attorney over Ringo TV automatically, because his name is the lead attorney. You automatically believe him. Everything he say. In other words, Ringo, yeah, he's definitely not educated. Lead attorney, oh yeah, he must be educated. That's how your position is. You automatically trust him, and that's my point. Come on now. Come on now. You cannot go around posing as an attorney when you don't practice this no more. Did anybody graduate high school? What's the matter with everybody in today's day? And that's the point that Corey was trying to make on his show, is that the lead attorney is not a real attorney. Some of you may have known that he claimed he's retired. I don't care if he's retired. He's not an attorney. So he shouldn't be claiming to be an attorney. Again, if you're not a judge, you shouldn't be on YouTube acting like a judge. You shouldn't be up here talking about, well, Judge Willis gives his take on, and now it's like you listening to what's this? All these fake judges on YouTube. Give me some of the names of some of these dudes that are on YouTube. They're not judges, but they use the title Judge this, Judge Joe Brown, Judge Mathis. Man, fuck all these people, bro. Real talk. These people are not. Listen, these people are fake, bro. And y'all give them this special respect, and they're not even in these positions, bro. That's what y'all be doing. Stop listening to fake people, bro. Stop putting people on pedestals that are not what they claim to be. If you used to work at an agency and I was cool with you and you don't work there no more, you don't work there no more, bro. It doesn't make any sense. And that's the problem. See, again, this guy right here is crazy. He's still talking about something that don't make no sense. If somebody is not an attorney, are you taking legal advice from them? You saying so retired athletes shouldn't talk about sports anymore? I think that you're a dumbass. Like, seriously, you're just moving the goalpost because you're in love with the lead attorney. You don't want to accept the fact that he's a fake attorney on YouTube. You don't want to accept that. So you're going to go here and you're going to bend over and give him your behind, because why? You're trying to protect your master. He's not a real attorney. And nobody should be taking any sort of legal advice from him. None. And he's not supposed to be speaking on anything from an attorney's point of view. No. Period. And that's the problem. People don't understand that, because in this back and forth between Corey and lead attorney, a lot of you jumped on the bandwagon because you like lead attorney and you're upset with Corey. And you thought that lead attorney exposed Corey's attorney. And that's not the case. Corey's attorney basically cleared the air on exactly what's going on. And for whatever reason, he put out a lot of information, a lot of details, and people are upset. And I'm seeing everybody coming out of the woodwork to defend lead attorney. I'm like, how much he paying you? Like, how much is he paying you? Because I'm seeing all you YouTubers firing up videos now. And you're all defending a fake attorney as if though this man is some sort, like he represented cases for you or something. The man is fake. He's not real. Think about how misleading it is to come on YouTube and put in your video title, attorney reacts to X, Y, and Z. First thing I'm thinking is, wow, I'm about to watch a video from an actual attorney to get his legal opinion of what's going on. He's the guy I need to listen to. Oh, forget everybody else. I'm listening to an attorney. Oh, he knows more than everybody. That's what this is. It's designed to build trust with the listener. That's why when you see these guys come on, their background is always a leather chair, a wall with books, some plaques and degrees on the wall. What are you showing all of this for? They always wearing a suit. Imagine getting up every day to do a YouTube video and you put on a suit every day. Let me put on my suit because I got to look like an attorney every single day. And the viewer just believe it. It's no different than these people on YouTube claiming they living in a car. Every day you see somebody come on YouTube talking about, oh, I'm living in my SUV. I'm living in a car. The woman that I exposed the other day, guys, that she claims she's living in an SUV, she have a video up with her cooking some damn cabbage in her SUV. And people so dumb, they really believe that. She made one big mess in her SUV cooking cabbage. You can't cook no cabbage in some little device like that. Bro, I'm telling you, it's amazing how people can lie and manipulate and deceive people. And the viewer is so dumb, they just believe anything. Anything they see. Might as well go get me a suit and just change my username to lawyer. I guarantee you guys, if I promise you, if I go start a new YouTube channel, put on a suit, call myself a lawyer, an attorney, I'll deceive people. And I could use that as a social experiment and prove to you how dumb people are. People believe anybody that come on social media and say there's something and they're not because you want to believe it. They sold you the image long enough and you believe it. It's just like when Kevin Samuels first got here, you guys thought he was X, Y, and Z, and he was not. He faked it till he made it. He was not who he claimed to be when he started. He was not this high value. No, he was not. He was broke. He was. There's a lot of proof out there. Even videos down to the point where the man wasn't even able to pay his rent. Do you understand? There's video where the man had his leaky BMW sitting there dripping oil and he couldn't pay his rent. And that's on YouTube. All of these things I talked about already. And when he finally got successful, yeah, now he got money. But back then when he was acting like he had it, he didn't have nothing. But you believed him. It's crazy how when the truth is revealed, people defend the lie. And the men who speak the truth, those are the men everybody hate. Have you noticed that none of these content creators ever respond to me? Never. They can't because I'm speaking the truth. Kevin never responded to me. Nobody responds to me because I'm speaking the truth. It's easy to respond to Corey. Corey's an easy target. Corey Holcomb is an easy target to make videos about. It's easy to respond to him. That is why the lead attorney did what he did. The lead attorney got his big break from Corey Holcomb and Kevin Samuels. The lead attorney used Corey to go up, and then he crapped on him. And this is why I keep telling you about these influencers, man. And that's why Corey's really upset. Even just listen, regardless of all the comments and opinions I have about Corey Holcomb, because I don't trust none of these dudes, right? I could understand how he feel about the lead attorney, being that he gave him a platform. When he gave him a platform, that is what boosts the lead attorney's show, because everybody's like, oh, snap. Lead attorneys featured on Corey Holcomb. Oh, man, I got to go subscribe. And basically, that is what helped him to grow. So Corey is like, damn, I helped you to eat, and then you came and threw me under the bus. That's crazy, man. And this is what I mean. People always bite the hand that feed them. Now, the question is, why would the lead attorney turn against Corey Holcomb? You know? Why would O'Shea turn against Corey Holcomb after all these people claim that they were rocking with Corey? This is why I don't trust nobody in this space, man. Because at the end of the day, when they're ready, they're going to switch up on you. You can't trust nobody. Anybody acting like an attorney on YouTube is fake. A real attorney is out there trying cases. They're not on YouTube talking about, oh, I'm reacting to a video. Oh, look what he did. Hey, guys. Wow. Let me hit my sound effects. That's not an attorney. That's an entertainer. That's a person who's a content creator. That's not an attorney. I'm trying to put value in your mind and make you understand that the lead attorney is not an attorney, guys. So do not contact him because you're having family issues and you're looking for advice on what to do. He's not supposed to be giving you no advice. None. He's not supposed to be doing that. And the thing is, if you go to his website, it's like he has something up there where you contact him, and I guess he's taking payments and stuff. Like, no, that's a hustle, y'all. That's a hustle. He's not supposed to be giving you nothing, because here's the thing. If you go to him and you having some sort of family issues or whatever the case is, because I believe that's I believe he was practicing in that area, dealing with probably some family type stuff or family law, or I'm not sure if it's divorce or something along them lines. If you go to him for advice and it's a serious issue going on in your family, and he tell you, well, based on the case of what I see, I think that you should know. You shouldn't even be talking to him. You should be talking to an actual attorney that's going to take care of you and do what you want. He's not going to put no love into what you need. Do you understand me? Case in point, your car needs repair. You need to go to a mechanic, right? You need to find somebody that is going to take care of your car, not somebody that just want money. I understand we all want to get paid. We want to do our job. We want to eat. But if the mechanic don't have the love to take your car apart and put it back together the right way and fix it, you're going to have nothing but problems when he's done. You're going to end up having to go find a real mechanic to fix your car. And that's the same way when you go to these fake attorneys on social media, or anybody looking for some sort of advice, and these people are not even practicing what they claim they got. That's like you going to somebody for relationship advice and they don't got no relationship. You know, there was a time when you had all these dating coaches and all these relationship gurus and everybody acting like they got the info on what you need in your relationship. First of all, is that man married? No. Is that woman married? No. Does she have a successful relationship? No. So please explain to me how she giving you advice on what you need to do in your relationship when she don't even have a relationship. That makes sense? How you going to go to somebody for advice and they don't got no results? Social media is full of fake frauds, bro. That's why when I make these videos, they run from me, bro. I'm an authority figure on YouTube, period. They know that. I'm the voice of reason over here. I'm the one who make the most sense. You understand? People gravitate towards dumbass content creators that literally give them a bunch of fluff and sell them a dream. And y'all believe it. And then when the real comes out and speak, you look at the real and be like, oh man, you just mad. You just a hater. Wow. You're just a hater. This is what I get all the time. And I'm telling you the truth. Look at a man's background. The background is fake. The background is fake, y'all. I don't know why y'all can't see this stuff. You could go and buy all of that stuff on Amazon. You could go buy a background of books, fake books, and put it in your background. You can buy these wall panels that they're like 3D wall panels, and you can put them in the background of your wall. And because you're positioned in the front, the background with your camera, it look like it's real because it's blurred. You have that bokeh effect. It looked like all these books are back there and all of this mess. And basically, it's fake. Come on now. Absolutely fake. And people believe it. I remember when this one guy, he got exposed for that. He had a fake background looking like he's in a court, what is that? He looked like he's in an office as an attorney. And what happened is he pressed something on his, I don't know what he was streaming on or recording on, and it was a green screen. Dude had a green screen. It kind of clipped and blinked. And everybody was like, oh, snap. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude had a green screen, bro. He had a green screen making it look like it's an office. And everybody thought that this dude was working in a law office the whole time. It was a good setup with the green screen, but he must have clicked some button and it blinked and you saw the whole background turn green. It was green. And then it flipped back and I was like, wow. And then they started making videos showing the still image of the green screen. And it was like, yep, fake. Fake attorneys, man. They come on and they do what they need to do and they just gaslight the viewers and y'all believe it. And this is why I believe that Kevin Samuels was murdered, because of all the people that he had connected to him. I don't trust none of these dudes, guys. I told you already 1,000 times. That's why you'll never see them answer these things. Never. You would never see none of these YouTubers respond to Ringo TV in regards to the death of Kevin Samuels. Never. They would never respond. Never. After Kevin Samuels died, all of these ninjas grew. Once he died. Once he grew, everybody's getting millions of subscribers. Everybody's making all the money. They were broke when Kevin was here. They were struggling. That's why they were hanging around Kevin. Remember Kevin was in videos with the lead attorney? Remember that? Kevin was taking them everywhere, showing them the ropes, giving them the game. Once he died, all of these guys separated, doing their own thing. Look at your situation with Anton and O'Shea. They're not even friends. You would have thought these dudes was cool. You would have thought these dudes was cool because when Kevin was here, all of these dudes was riding for Kevin. All of them. Now they all not cool no more. Why? Why? Why they not cool no more? What happened to keeping Kevin Samuels' legacy alive? Not one of them doing it. Then you got the other fake attorney, or the other one that's over there acting like he's Kevin's friend. All these dudes is fake, bro. All of them. They come online and they pose like attorneys because they want to appear like someone that's an authority figure, somebody that you could trust, somebody that their words is flawless and perfect, and they can make no error because they're an attorney. They can't lie. Last time I checked, a lawyer is a liar. A lawyer is a liar. That's their job. Their job is to lie. No, an attorney tells the truth. No, an attorney's job is to manipulate the law in favor of their client. If I'm a murderer, right, and I murdered that guy's son, they hired an attorney to pretty much prosecute me and put me in prison. I hire an attorney because I want that attorney to manipulate the law in my favor. Why would that attorney take the case knowing I'm guilty? He knows I killed the boy. He know I shot him in the head. Why would this good, clean, Christian attorney take the case and become my lawyer when he know I'm a killer? When he know the Bible says thou shalt not kill? Why would he take up the case and represent me? For money. He don't care about nothing. It's about the bread. So an attorney's job is to manipulate the law. It's a game of chess. When you look at court, right? Court is nothing but a chess game to see which attorney can outsmart the next attorney all the way down to when they render judgment. That's all it's about. It's a game. The judge is in on it. The prosecutor's in on it. Everybody's in on it. Matter of fact, the judge is cousins with the bailiff, this guy, the attorney. Everybody's in on it. Everybody's family and relatives and friends. And once they finish, they all go out to dinner. Come on now. I don't got no time to be taking these people serious because I know they're fake. It would have been better if he just became some sort of actor and just play a role in a film somewhere, because that would have been better. That would have been a better role, you know? But to be on social media posing like an attorney, building up trust with viewers as if though you're this authority figure when you're fake, that's not cool. That is not cool, fam. That's like you was once a police officer, and because you was once a police officer, you decided to come on YouTube and act like you're still a police officer. Hey, my name is Police Officer Randalls. Welcome to another day on Cop Theory. You know, I was on the road and I was patrolling a particular city, and you're not even a cop, but you're acting like you're one on YouTube. You got your whole background set up. You got all your guns, your badges, all your plaques, everything up there, and you're doing what you need to do, and you're just misleading the people, and people believe in you, and they're coming to you for advice, and they're doing all, and you're not even a police officer, just misleading everybody for clicks and views. And that's what the elite attorney is all about. He's a character. You understand? He's an act. It's a character that is on social media. And the thing is, you guys built that character up because I exposed him years ago. I already told you guys he's a fake attorney. You know what I mean? And it's a shame to see YouTubers actually defending this guy. Let him defend himself. What are you defending him for? I'm seeing YouTubers coming out of the woodwork early. You guys are coming out fast, bro. It's like, damn, they must have put that money in your pocket quick, because y'all coming out by the woodworks trying to defend him. I'm like, let him defend himself. Let him defend himself. He ain't going to respond to Ringo TV. He would never do that. He's going to respond to Corey because there's money to be made. Do you understand? I told you, all of these guys, listen, all of these guys are working together, man. It's an elite social media conglomerate. These guys are literally all working together. All of them. They're all working together, guys, for content. And that's the truth. When you're a man like me, who is a voice of reason to actually speak the truth, you'll be hated by the community. The viewers will hate you. The content creators will hate you. That's why I got to stay motivated in this business, because when you're truthful, it's like it's a bad thing. And I'm not going to become corrupt like everybody else. I would never be that person that has to lie to get clicks and views. All of these guys are liars. They lie every day. All their content is fake. Nothing is real. But they've conditioned the viewers to enjoy watching fake content. And now, when you're real, it's considered fake. When you keep it real, you're a party pooper. You're a hater. You're all these negative things. But when it comes to speaking the truth, nobody wants to hear it because they believe in these people so much. You don't want to believe that they're a fraud, but they're a fraud. You cannot come on YouTube posing like an attorney, giving people legal advice or speaking from a legal point of view on YouTube dressed in a suit, acting like an attorney. You're misleading all these viewers because there are viewers that are coming in that have no clue who you are, and they're believing you're attorney. All of you folks that claim, well, lead attorney said that he's retired. Listen, everybody don't know that. Everybody don't know that. The thousands of people that might come to his platform have no clue. As soon as they see him, they see an attorney. They see somebody who they think is an authority on a topic. That's what they see. And when they come in, they don't know no better, man. That's why I said social media is dead, bro. It is completely dead. And it's because you viewers allowed this. Y'all don't have no accountability for nobody. It's one thing if it's a television show. It's one thing if something is a skit. It's one thing, excuse me, if somebody's playing the role of a police officer in an acting film. But when somebody is coming on, basically acting like an attorney, and you just go with the flow, that's you. You did that. You did that. Because I don't support none of that. I can't sit down and listen to that guy. I can't listen to him because I already know you're fake. Once you find out that something is fake, it just doesn't make any sense no more. It doesn't make any sense no more. So Corey Holcomb is right. Now, where Corey is wrong is where he's threatening legal action against YouTubers that use his content. That's not gonna fly. Fair use protect everybody on social media from reacting to somebody's content. If you're mirroring their content, meaning you took their video and you just upload it. That's like if I took the lead attorney's video and I upload it on my platform and I monetize it, he has the right to report me under those circumstances because I stole his video and I'm monetizing his video with no reaction. Under that situation, yeah, I could get in trouble. But if I use his video and I'm reacting to it and I'm sharing my commentary and criticism, doing a breakdown and a video analysis to his work, that's all fair use. I can monetize, I can make money, and I can do that. This is where Corey's upset. Corey don't like the fact that O'Shea, lead attorney, and various other creators are making money using his content. And he figured, well, he's going to take some sort of legal action. That's not going to work. So Corey, if you're listening, that's not going to work. Even though I don't rock with these particular people, if you try some sort of legal action to silence people because they're using your content, it's going to end badly for you. Let me just give you some game. Many people tried that. Many people tried to silence people from using their content, and they all met their maker. You know what I mean? And if you file fake reports to YouTube and you do it severely, YouTube will terminate your account for abusing their system, filing bogus claims. Because I had that done with one dude. It was an actual pastor. It was a pastor of a mega church, and this was around 2007. 2008. I started on YouTube in 2006. And I was just going in on this particular pastor, making video after video. Every time he went, every Sunday when he did a sermon, I made videos. And I had videos all through the week. He had flagged my videos, copyright infringement, and he did that like to probably 17 videos, right? So my channel pretty much got terminated. Now, here's the thing. Back in 2006, 2007, 2008, the rules on YouTube was different. Once somebody reported your videos for a copyright, your channel was just terminated like that. And, you just woke up the next morning, your channel was gone. But they had like a system in place where you can give a counter notification, I guess, to prove your case. And I responded to the counter notice thing and sent that to YouTube. And after about 10 business days, the channel was restored. That is when I realized how the game works, that I have rights, and I understood what copyright law is and what fair use actually mean. And that's when I started to react to people's videos. I've been reacting to people's videos since 2006. All these reaction channels that you see today that, I'm a react. Bro, I've been doing this before all of these people on YouTube. I've been a reaction channel from day one. Before it was popular, I was reacting to every damn video on YouTube. Mainly these pulpit pimping preachers that be ripping people off because I don't trust the church. Them people are crooks. You know what I mean? So the same pastor that reported my videos, when my channel was restored and all the videos was back, guess what the pastor did? He flagged my videos again for copyright. When he flagged my videos, my channel got terminated again. I went and did the counter notification again, and I wrote YouTube and I said, I don't know what's going on, but I already had these videos restored. I won my case. The videos was restored 10 days later. Why was my videos reported again by said user? According to your terms of service, it says that if anybody violate the DCMA claim system, their channel would be terminated. So according to your own rules, YouTube, that platform is in violation and their channel need to be terminated for excessive abuse of the copyright system. Guess what happened to that pastor's YouTube channel? Terminated. They deleted his channel. And they wrote me back an email apologizing, and they restored back my channel, and everything was good. So if Corey resort to filing false copyright claims against YouTubers, I promise you, Corey, your platform will be gone. All a YouTuber got to do is go through the copyright process, file a counter notification, get the videos restored. Once the videos is restored, my suggestion to the content creator is go into YouTube's studio where you could chat with a YouTube rep and let them know that a YouTuber, Corey Holcomb, falsely made claims against your videos for copyright infringement, and how you're only reaching out because you want to make a paper trail of the abuse, that the videos was restored, and if there's any further action from Corey Holcomb's platform in terms of copyright, his channel need to be terminated under your rules of section so and so and so, and get that in writing so that the YouTube rep responds to you. Once that YouTube rep responds to you, you now clip that. That is your proof. That's your paper trail that you responded and you're concerned about this issue. If Corey Holcomb filed another copyright claim against you, you contact YouTube again. You let them know that this happened already, and you have the proof right here that your videos were restored. You reached out to the rep and all of this stuff, and you got all this information. His platform will be gone. They'll terminate his platform. I've seen this happen many times, and that's why nobody don't fuck with me, because I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not playing games with nobody, fam. This type of stuff is abusive. So I'm literally letting you know, Corey, if you go and do legal action against YouTubers for pretty much using your content to react, it's gonna end bad for you. Even if these guys are dirt bags, even if they're out here just spreading whatever they're spreading, I don't know why you even getting upset, because you're a comedian. You're a comedian that been bashing black women, calling women bitchs. You've been out here disrespecting people for a long time. And for you to be crying about people putting out allegations and saying you're a PDF, and if you know you not, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? If you know you not, why you keep giving energy to the thing? Why you keep crying? You said these things. You the same dude. Matter of fact, I'm doing a video about you. I'm going to do a video about you. And I want you to try me. I want you to try me, Corey. I want you to try me. I'm going to do a video about your PDF files. I'm going to do one about you. And I want you to try me. I want you to talk all of that talk about what you're going to do. I want you to do that. Do you understand me? Because you're going to find out the hard way. One thing I don't like is when somebody come on YouTube and they act like they're going to bully somebody because of their thoughts and their opinions. If you don't like my thoughts and my opinions, why are you watching me for? Why are you watching all of these YouTubers for? What makes YouTube fun is when everybody is able to share their thoughts and their opinions. That is what makes YouTube fun. Whether you agree or disagree, it is what makes YouTube fun. But when you resort to doing snake stuff, like trying to mess with somebody's platform, trying to F up their livelihood, and people got kids, people got family to take care of, people got people that work for them, that depend on them, and you trying to F all of that up because you salty about an opinion, bro, you gotta go. You don't belong here, dog. Like, for real, for real. And that's the issue that I got with Corey. And I'm surprised that you would even be talking about legal action against YouTubers when you do dirt, bro. You say things that is not true. You put information out there and then you want to cry because you're being called a PDF. You're on video talking about a baby girl putting something in her mouth, and you were saying some derogatory things about a child. You the same one who said a 15-year-old got in your bed and you were naked. You said that, Corey. You said you were in bed, some woman was there, and then her daughter jumped in the bed and you were naked under the sheets. You said this. It's on video. That's not a lie. You said that. So the question is, what's going on? You the same one that said you went overseas or some sort of stuff and you had fun. You're the same one who talked about 13 or what is it, young girls, something. This is the same one. He was on his show. He slipped up and he said, young girl, the JJ is good. And he slipped. He slipped up and was like, and Darlene was like, what? He said, young Vijay is the best. And the way he said it, you would have been like, what did you just say? But he's mad at people for reporting on that? No, bro. You got to hold this L. You the one that put that out there. You the one that put that mess out there. And see, this is the problem that I don't like. It's like, and that's why I say I don't rock with nobody. I don't rock with none of these fake attorneys. I don't rock with no Corey. I don't rock with none of these people, man. My job is just to keep it real. I'm the voice of reason in this space. I'm the dude that called things out for what it is and speak my truth. You know what I mean? If you don't want nobody talking about you, get off YouTube. Get off YouTube. But don't make no threats to YouTubers because you trying to shut them down. I'm not trying to shut nobody down. I'm not with none of that stuff. I never report people platforms. I never do that dumb sucker shit. I never do that, bro. I'm the type of dude that you talk when you talk, you better be ready because I'm coming for you. I'm going to talk my talk now. And I don't want you crying when I start to talk. Because when I talk, it get under people's skin. And they start to cry like women now. And I don't like that. I don't like when people come on YouTube and they're able to speak their mind. And then when I defend myself, now you want to say I'm the bad guy? Now you want to say I'm being disrespectful? No, I'm a grown man. I'm speaking my truth. And it's very difficult for you to speak truth on YouTube because people are so accustomed to fake people. A lot of you viewers, I'm talking to you viewers now, man. A lot of y'all be listening to fake people all day. And you believe these people are real individuals. And they're not. When they get off YouTube, they fake, bro. They not, listen, they're not who they are on social media, bro. They're not. It's a facade. It's a persona. Look at the video I did last night with the so-called Mika chick, basically telling all about Anton. She exposed that Anton has a fake persona on camera where he act like he's talking to women, like he's this Mac daddy, like, hey baby, how you doing? Yeah, you know, you so fine, so-and-so. Yeah. All of that is fake, bro. I told y'all this is fake. She aired it out. She blew his cover right there. The dude is fake. Have you seen Anton Daniels respond to me yet? Have you seen any of these YouTubers responding yet? Listen, dude, I told you already. Nobody want no smoke with Ringo, bro. No, none of these dudes. You know why? Because they all working with each other. They all working with each other. Guys, listen. Content creation right now is at a point where it's bad. Nobody's really talking about it, but it's bad. In order for these guys to stay relevant, they have to perform a fake grift. A grift. It's like all of them are acting like they're beefing, like they're against one another. Mika proved it last night. She said it. She said, Mika said this on the video. I'm going to have to clip my video up to bring out all of these points that she was talking about. She said that a lot of the people that be on the panels and everybody's talking, it'll appear like everybody's fighting. She said it's just to get a reaction out of the viewers. She said when it's all over, we all go hang out, we have fun, and we just chat because we're all cool. But on camera, we do it to get a reaction from your viewer. So basically, when you see them arguing, flipping, and it look like they beefing, it's all an act. It's an act to keep you viewing. That's crazy, man. That's fake. When you come to Ringo TV, there's no act here, bro. I'm 100% real. Ain't no script. You know what I mean? Ain't no teleprompter. I'm speaking from the heart. These people are making fake content, and you guys are giving the views. She told us that Anton was paying her between $2,000 to $3,500 a month to be on his show. We didn't need to know that. She's airing out too much tea. We didn't need to know all of this information. But for some reason, she's putting this stuff out there. And all throughout that broadcast, she was promoting Anton. It looked like they beefing. But Anton and Mika are still cool, guys. That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand. They still cool. She's being provided for. She's being taken care of. The reason why she was upset is because she felt that Anton never came out in the public to defend her. You know what I mean? Whether they're cool or whether they're not, it's neither here nor there. The point is, I don't trust none of these content creators. As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, they all work together. It's a skit. That's what keep the content going. That's what keep it going. Because now everybody's talking about what Corey said last night, what Corey's attorney said last night. And I don't know what happened with his show, but when the attorney was speaking, some crazy music came on and interrupted the dude. And I don't know, you need to, whoever that person is that's on the soundboard, Corey, you need to fire their ass, man, because they ruined the whole moment when the attorney was speaking. Literally, he was speaking and you had this loud music playing. You know what I mean? I don't know where it was coming from. I paused the video, turned it back on. I'm like, wait a minute, it's coming from the video? What the heck is going on? It's like somebody must have moved the screen and all this audio was playing. It was horrible because it was too loud and you couldn't hear the attorney speak. But what I don't like about what I'm seeing right now is it's like nobody want the next man to eat. That's one of the biggest problems, and it's mainly only in the black sector of YouTube. It's a dog eat dog world. It's very vicious. There's a bunch of gatekeepers. People just want to silence other people. Like when you look at Corey Holcomb, Corey don't want other YouTubers to eat. He don't like when people make videos, reaction videos, or whatever. YouTube is a business. People come here for entertainment. People come here to watch content, and YouTubers get paid from their work. So when a big story come out, people going to react to it. Everybody's a reaction channel. That's why I'm tired of this reaction stuff. I'm really tired of it because I'm the best at it, but you got so many fake people that are mimicking other people, and it's like if the Mika interview come out, this YouTuber react to it, that YouTuber react to it, that YouTuber react to it. It gets to the point now where the viewer's confused. Now the viewer got to pick and choose who they're going to listen to get the reaction because everybody's doing the same thing. And I know you viewers know what I'm talking about. Let me talk to you for a minute. I know that as a viewer, you're tired of this shit. I know you're tired of it because I am. I'm a pioneer on YouTube. Been here since 2006 doing reaction videos. This is what I've always done. I've never changed. I've always been the same. I've always been in this niche. Always. The problem is imitators come in, fake it till they make it, steal your talking points, and then their platforms grow. And then when their platforms grow, what basically happens is the new viewers that see those people, they'll look at someone like me and say, oh, you're trying to copy off them, when I'm not trying to copy off nobody. They copied me, copied my format, my whole style. Some of these people, you look at them, you see my style. They all got soundboards. They all got sound effects. Bro, nobody had that. Nobody had that, bro. It's funny to look at. That's why I'm going to branch off into other things, because the niche of reacting to videos, it's so oversaturated with bullshit right now that the viewer literally has to pick who they're going to watch now. There was a time when you could go watch a YouTuber and each YouTuber had their own style, their own flow, their own swag. Now they're all, look at the lead attorney. Lead attorney reacts to such and such. None of these people used to do this. Go to lead attorney's platform, scroll through all his videos, scroll all the way down, scroll all the way back years ago. You won't see him doing that. They started to pivot over into the reaction niche because they saw that people were earning a living. And then they started to mimic what others did. This is what Kevin Samuels did. Kevin Samuels copied what was going on in the black manosphere. That's what the red pill sector. Kevin Samuels copied every YouTuber that was in that space. Kevin copied their whole style. Everybody. He copied me. He copied Angry Man. He copied Minister Jab. He copied so many people. It's unbelievable, guys. I'm just naming a few. He copied everybody. And he took bits and pieces of everybody's style. When the pandemic hit and everybody was home because you couldn't go to work, all you had was YouTube. So when you saw a man in a suit named Kevin Samuels saying, I'm a high value man, you instantly gravitated to that because that was the only thing on the late night hour at 10 p.m. And basically everybody was tuned in. Now, I'm not going to say that the show was not entertaining. Kevin Samuels' show was very entertaining. Even though I had my disagreements with it, I had many disagreements with Kevin Samuels. But I cannot deny the show was entertaining. It was something that was new. It was fresh. It was drama-filled. And when the women would call in and you would hear the crazy phone calls, it made you stay to watch the show. So it became a massive hit, a massive success. And when that happened, Kevin Samuels forgot about all the people that he learned from. He forgot about all of them. Now, a particular couple of YouTubers cling to Kevin Samuels because they wanted some of that success. Now, during Kevin Samuels' run, a lot of YouTubers were not eating. They were not able to make no money. And I'm talking about all the key players that have big channels now making all the money. They were broke. They were not getting the money the way they are now. When Kevin was here, nobody was making no money like that, right? They might have made a few dollars, but they weren't making the money that they're making now. Once Kevin Samuels was murdered, because he was murdered, it was an inside job. I talked about this on the platform already. If you go back to all my old tapes, if you go back to all my videos, I already covered the case of Kevin Samuels in older videos. The problem is, you guys, you don't watch the videos. I put out the best content on YouTube. Nobody watches the videos. That's why, because there's too much fake content out here. If I go take one of my old videos, re-upload it, delete it, and re-upload it, you guys would be watching the video like, yo, this is a great video. Oh my goodness, man, I can't believe they did that. I'm like, bro, that video is 5-6 years ago. You're looking at it as it's new. You know why? Because you never watched it. I covered the case of Kevin Samuels, the woman that he was with, the phone calls, the police reports. I broke down everything already. I solved the case already. Kevin was murdered. It was an inside job. These YouTubers know what went down. They're not going to say nothing because they all in hiding. There needs to be an internal investigation on the death of Kevin Samuels. How the fuck you got all these attorneys that claim they rock with Kevin? These attorneys, no investigation. None of them put their money up. None of them interviewed the woman that was with Kevin. Nobody did no independent research. None of them. All they did is got rich. Who's running Kevin Samuels' platform? Who got all of Kevin Samuels' suits? Who got Kevin Samuels' Rolex watches? Who got Kevin Samuels' automobiles? Somebody got to have it. How come somebody's actively using Kevin Samuels' Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube? Who's doing it? Who's getting the money? Who's getting the checks? Not his daughter. That's a cap. I already did the investigation about his daughter. That man wasn't, listen, Kevin Samuels never mentioned his daughter. Kevin Samuels never showed his daughter. Kevin Samuels never did nothing. I did the independent research. I found his daughter's Instagram. I found it. I found her page. And I shared all that information, not the page, because I believe at that time, I'm not sure if she was underage. I'm not sure if she was around between like 14, 17, somewhere around there. I never put her photo out. I never put out her name. I kept all of that confidential out of respect for her and her family. But I found her page. And when I reported on the news, I talked about her Instagram page in terms of what's on her page. Her father was nowhere on her page. No photos of her father after his death. And I was like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me your father died, you don't even have a photo on your Instagram? Not one photo, guys. But we were all told that the daughter is running his platform. The daughter is not running his platform. And here's another key insight, guys. YouTube does not give you access to somebody's YouTube platform if they're dead. That attorney guy that been posing like Kevin Samuels' friend, I don't trust that ninja, bro. I don't trust that dude, and neither should you. Neither should you. That man was on YouTube when the funeral of Kevin Samuels was going down. He was on YouTube going live talking about he's defending Kevin from the trolls. Ninja, if you was that dude's best friend, why weren't you at the so-called funeral? Why you were not at the funeral? Why Melanie King was not at the funeral? You guys were with him on his birthday. And y'all ain't go to his funeral? Y'all should be ashamed. Nobody should be watching y'all. See, this is why these people on YouTube hate me, dog. Because I just say things straight. I ain't afraid of none of these people. I just do what I need to do. I'm called by God to do this. That attorney that been telling you guys that he was Kevin Samuels' good friend didn't even show up to the man's funeral, y'all. Go back. He probably still got the video up. That man was on YouTube battling trolls. I'm like, dude, you didn't go pay your respects? You didn't go pay your respects to your friend? No, he was on YouTube streaming live while Kevin was being buried in a box. Melanie King, where you at? You got a new man, a new child? How come you didn't go pay your respects to Kevin after he took you under his wing? Kevin Samuels took this woman under his wing. And what did he do? What did he do? What did she do? She never showed up for the man's funeral. All you got to do is follow the money, guys. Follow the money. You could see these two individuals hanging around Kevin on his birthday, acting like they're good friends. And when Kevin died, none of them showed up to his funeral. That tells me everything I need to know. That tells me everything. All I'm saying, gang, is Kevin Samuels' death was an inside job. It was an inside job, and it needs to be investigated. It needs to be investigated. Who's controlling his YouTube, guys? Who have access to his passwords? Because YouTube is not giving you that. Let me get back to that point. If you pass away today, let's say you're a man, you're married, you have a wife. If you have a YouTube channel that is successful, it's growing, it has a lot of traffic, you need to make sure that you have a book that have all your passwords to your cell phone, this, that, your YouTube, your Google accounts. Everything needs to be in the book, and you need to make sure that your wife have access to that just in case something happened to you. If you don't, YouTube is not giving nobody that information. So who got the access to Kevin Samuels' accounts after he died? Somebody took his phone. Somebody took over his Cash App. Somebody took over his PayPal. Somebody got paid, y'all. Follow the money. This is why there needs to be an investigation to find out where the money is going. What happened? Because, look, when he died, his cell phone was there. There was a woman there. There could have been two women there. Why his information was leaked? How they have access to his cell phone? How they have access to his YouTube? Nobody supposed to have his passwords. That attorney guy cannot get access to it. But if he posed like a family friend, like a good friend of Kevin, he could probably be some sort of spokesperson. And that is what he was doing. He was acting like a spokesperson for Kevin. That's what he was doing. He was acting like a spokesperson for Kevin Samuels. Like he's giving some sort of, like he's speaking for his good friend. And anybody that was speaking against Kevin, he was like, yeah, anybody that speak against, yeah, I'm here to defend my good friend. And I'm like, listen, this is bull crap, bro. Who have access to that man's account? Can they keep uploading videos? Look, nobody should be at Kevin Samuels' platform running it. Somebody's eating off his platform now that he's dead. Somebody been eating off Kevin Samuels' platform for a long time, guys. You never heard Kevin Samuels' daughter come to social media and say, hey, guys, I just want to thank all of y'all for y'all support for my dad, and never. The people that was around Kevin Samuels hated him, and they wanted him gone. They wanted him gone, guys. And this is what I've been trying to say for years. For years and years, I've been screaming out the mountaintop, trying to make you viewers understand, but it's very difficult to reach you guys because of short attention spans. You're not interested in the content. You don't view the whole stream. You only view 2 minutes, and then you're done. And it's like all this work that is being put out, you don't listen. It's like I got to spoon feed you content. And that's why a lot of times what YouTubers do is they make their videos short in order for you to view. Because I can have a live stream and I could be on for 2 hours. And I get it. You got to go to work. You got to go do things. It is what it is. But on your downtime, check out the streams. View the whole video. so you could get the full context. I've provided so much information about the Kevin Samuels case. I'm surprised nobody picked up the case and opened back up an investigation and, bring all of these individuals on YouTube to court, because I don't trust none of them. I really believe this was an inside job. That's my opinion. And nobody could tell me a damn thing about it, because once that man died, all of these YouTubers started to grow. And they all was living off of Kevin. Go look at your man, MTR. That man's whole setup looked like Kevin Samuels now. That man got that spinning thing like Kevin Samuels. He got his cameras positioned just like Kevin Samuels. Go look at it. He got the faraway camera so you can see the desk with the setup. Then he got the close-up camera where you can see the side of his face. Same angle like Kevin Samuels. And people think I'm crazy. All of these people are literally, in my opinion, suspects. Suspects. Where were these men when all of this stuff went down? And why is it that that attorney guy that posed like Kevin Samuels' friend, why he have access to the woman who was with Kevin? He got her phone number. How he got that? How he got access to that woman's number? How he was able to have phone calls with her? Put it together. Put it together, y'all. How come she never just come on camera to talk about it? If that woman was the last woman to see Kevin, how come all these YouTubers didn't get interviews with her? Come on. Anytime something go down on social media, everybody get the interview. If something go down, a particular individual will jump from platform to platform to platform and do interviews. That woman could have literally gotten rich just doing interviews about her last moments with Kevin. But she didn't. You know why? She got paid. She got paid to hush. Somebody hit her off with some bread, a large amount of money, to stay quiet. Because they were telling us that Kevin was engaged. Kevin never told us that. Kevin never said he was engaged and that he was getting married. Last time I checked, because I reviewed Kevin videos, Kevin Samuel said he's never getting married again. And he taught on how he just hire women for the weekend. That's it. He taught men to hire women for the weekend. Remember that? So how is it that that attorney dude was going around saying that, oh yeah, Kevin was engaged, he was supposed to be getting married, and what? How you know that? Kevin never told us that. But he started telling us all of Kevin Samuel's secrets. Y'all got to question that. Question people. Stop letting people gaslight you. Stop letting people act like they're your friend. That's why I told you this, guys. Listen to me very carefully. Listen to this. You ready for this? Watch this. Watch how real I am. Ready for this? Watch this. If my number comes up and I'm no longer here, most high forbid, and you see any YouTuber making videos about RIP Ringo, Ringo was a cool dude, I'm here to tell all you YouTubers, fuck you. Do you hear me? I don't rock with none of you dudes. Y'all don't support me. Y'all don't ever be in my videos, never see you in my comments. You never show love. So don't waste your time making videos about me. So I'm letting you know right now, early, before I go to the grave, I'm here to tell you, fuck you. I don't want to hear your videos, and I don't want to see them, because the only reason why you do them is because you're trying to make money. That's real talk right there. Because what happens is when you die, what these YouTubers love to do is they make all these videos talking about condolences. I really love brother, man. Bro, if you had love for me, you would be supporting me. You would be showing love. But if you're not doing that while I'm living and I'm breathing and I'm here and you're not showing no love, don't pose with that fake love when I'm not here. Don't give me none of that fake love. And you got to feel the same way. The people that are around you that talking about how much they love you, and man, they don't love nothing because they don't support you. They never there when you need them. But the minute you die, they be the ones at your funeral. They be the ones that show up. You'd be surprised. I've been to funerals where I seen enemies show up. People that disagreed with them show up. All these hypocrites show up at the funeral, walking over the casket. They were never there for this individual when they were alive. Never supported them when they were hungry. Talked about them negatively. And when they're dead, everybody's at the funeral talking about, man, we gonna miss you, man. You know, I'm like, dog, that's just absolute evil. That's why I can say things straight. You know, because I've seen many YouTubers die and everybody want to come with the RIP videos. Like they got love for them. No, you don't. You never like them. A lot of these YouTubers, they hate me with a passion. That's why I don't want to hear nothing. That's why people can die and nobody care. Nobody cares, bro. People be happy when you died. When Kevin Samuels died, YouTubers were happy. They were happy. Believe it or not. They ain't going to tell you. But a lot of those dudes, they were happy when Kevin Samuels passed, bro. That's why they didn't show up to his funeral. That's why they didn't show up to his funeral. I'm over all of that nonsense, bro. Like, people are fake, and that's why this fake attorney, I'm here to pretty much let you guys know, you're not supposed to be taking no legal advice from a dude that's not an attorney, bro. Even if he used, first of all, he can't give you no legal advice, number one, if his practice wasn't about that. See, here's the thing. A lot of you are under the impression that if somebody's an attorney, they know everything. No, they don't. If an attorney practiced family law, or he's a divorce attorney, he can't tell you nothing about copyright law. Or, you know, if he's a defense attorney or criminal, defense attorney, you don't go to him for copyright issues. That's not his practice. He might be an attorney, but that's not his field. Do you understand that? So you got to know the game. And what most attorneys do is they bank on the fact of being an attorney, having some degrees to gain the trust from you, the viewer. Because the whole idea of YouTube is gaining the trust of the people. If you guys didn't trust me, you wouldn't even rock with me. If you thought I was a fraud, you wouldn't even rock with me. So what these fake attorneys do is they hide behind law degrees, or what they used to do, and then they come on YouTube and pose like an attorney to give their opinions. And when they give their opinions, you trust them. And you see them as an attorney. They're not an attorney no more. That man retired. If you're retired, you're done. You're done. You see what I mean? That's why when that clown came in talking about, you know, if somebody used to be in the NFL or in sports, so you're saying they can't talk about sports, totally different topic. We're talking about legal advice. You know, if you're a former NBA player or whatever the case is, and you retired, you're no longer a basketball player. You get it? So you can't, when the game is on, go grab the ball and shoot for the team. You can't do that. It's not gonna hold up. That's why you got to understand context. You could talk about basketball all you want, but you can't play the game. Do you get the point? You cannot play the game. You're not a player no more. You're not. So if you're a former attorney, you cannot come on social media giving nobody legal advice. And you shouldn't be acting or calling yourself a lawyer or an attorney. No. Because you're misleading viewers. You're making viewers that come to your platform believe that you're still a practicing, a practitioner of law. You're making them think that you're still doing this. So people may come to you and be like, hey, lead attorney, man, I'm going through this with my wife. You know, I'm having some issues. She's filing paperwork on me. Could you look over this paperwork to see what it is? You shouldn't even be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that, guys. You should not be making a former retired attorney look over any paperwork or anything that have to do with a case that you are involved in. You shouldn't be doing that. You should not be doing that. I don't know why would you be that dumb to do that in the first place. But this is what people are doing. And you got these fake attorneys trying to get money out of you when that stuff is not even right. It's unethical. It's not even legal, you know. But again, If you're dumb enough to do it, then it is what it is. That's why the lead attorney will tell you or give a disclaimer of, oh, I'm not your attorney, to cover himself. Like, well, I'm not, that's your decision. And see, in the end, when you get burned, he's off the hook. It's all on you. You're the dummy because you gave him your business. You know? So when we look at the Corey Holcomb situation, lead attorney tried to make it seem as if though he had the green light to talk to Corey's attorney. Corey's attorney saying, I didn't talk to this man about nothing. So it's this back and forth content thing that's going on here. That's why I keep saying they all working together. I don't trust none of these people. You got a fake attorney, and then you got a real attorney arguing with a fake attorney. Guys, this is all content. It's all BS. All of it is fake. All of it is fake. Why would a real attorney ruin his reputation coming on social media, getting involved in a bunch of drama? I wouldn't be doing that if I'm a professional. If I'm a professional, I wouldn't even be wasting my time with none of this garbage, you know? So it kind of questions what's going on with all these men. Are all them running a skit? What's going on? It's all for content. Like I said, Mika told us what's happening. She said it's all fake. We do it just for content. Not me. Mika said her and her team, when she was with Anton, that all of them are fake. So when you watch their shows and it looked like this dude is arguing with that one, they're not arguing for real, guys. If you like watching fake videos, you go ahead and continue watching that fake nonsense. But she said it's all fake. It's fake. These people be arguing and getting loud with one another. You thinking they beefing. They're not beefing. It's to get a reaction out of the viewers, man. That's crazy, man. And she spilled the beans. She gave the whole formula. That's why I said all of these YouTubers are fake, because they piggyback off one another. That's what they do. But notice one thing. They don't talk about Ringo TV unless it's in a negative way. Like you had the Red Suppression guy. He made a video the other day. I didn't even watch his video because I don't watch his videos. But he made a video the other day. He had me in the title. And I guess he was talking about me and Anton. Now, you would think he's against Anton. So you would think that if he's against Anton and I'm making videos that's speaking against Anton, that he would be like, okay, wow, Ringo woke up to this. And wow, Ringo is speaking against Anton. No, he's against Anton, but he's also against me too. He went in his video saying that Ringo is jealous because Anton is not supporting him or supporting him. I don't give a fuck about Anton. I don't know that man. I don't know him. So why would he make a video telling his viewers that I'm just upset because Anton Daniels didn't show me no support and X, Y, and Z? It's not about that. I don't know the man. I don't know him to desire this and desire. I'm not being paid by none of these people. I'm an independent content creator. I don't take bribes. Nobody could pay me to spin a narrative. Nobody could pay me to defend them. I defend people when I feel like it is necessary. I speak truth to power when necessary. When the situation happened with Corey and Anton, I analyzed the situation and I determined that Corey was the one who started the whole nonsense. And then when Anton went left is when he went on a whole crusade, basically mocking Corey even more, acting like a tough guy. Once he started doing that, his credibility started to fall a little bit. And that is when Corey clapped back, disrespecting his daughter. Once he disrespected his daughter, the entire narrative switched up again. And that's when I came out, started making videos speaking against that type of stuff, because you don't bring up a man's kids. Even if the dude is an a-hole, you still don't bring up the man's kid and his wife. So with all my videos, people's like, oh, you defending Anton. Well, how much he paid you? You defending him? I can't believe this, man. Why? Because they already hated Anton. So in their mind, they figure, okay, I'm on Anton's side. I'm defending Anton. So I must be a sellout. Something must be wrong with me. When it's not that I'm defending him, I'm defending his daughter against all these YouTubers. All these YouTubers was making videos mocking a man's daughter. And I'm like, wow, so we attacking kids now? So that's cool now in the black community? And everybody was saying, yeah, because we don't like Anton. So I was like, wow, that's wild. Nobody's taking up for the daughter. I'm the only one. Now, in the process of me making those videos, at no point have Anton ever come to the videos and say, anything in terms of, cool video, appreciate the support, anything of that nature. Other people that was making videos about Anton was around their videos all the time. So I was looking at all of this type of stuff like what's going on here? There's something really tricky in these YouTube streets, bro. And then somebody had gave a super chat on Anton's platform and they mentioned my name. Anton read the super chat. He was kind of hesitant to read it because it had my name in it. And remember, these YouTubers, they never mention my name. He read it and he was like, "Oh, shout out to Ringo TV, man. I F's with his videos, man, And he kind of kept it going. Now, when he said that, somebody came to my platform in the comments like, "Yo, Ringo, Anton shouted you out." Now, with me personally, I don't give a fuck about shout outs. Shout outs don't help me. Shout outs don't do nothing for you on YouTube. So if you're a YouTuber, want to be on YouTube and you want people to shout you out and you think that's going to help you grow, it's not going to help you grow. Shout outs don't do anything for you. What helps you to grow is when a YouTuber push your videos by putting the video in their community section, or he distinctly tell his viewers, go subscribe to so-and-so. I rocks with his content. He makes good content. Go over there, show some love. Go in the comments, let that person know that I sent you over there. That will help bring visibility to you. But just shouting your name out, that does nothing for you, right? So now, somebody came into my comments and was like, "Yo, Anton shouted your name out." So I'm like, shouted my name out? I don't know. He never came into my videos. So I don't know if that person's telling the truth. So I guess the person ended up sending me the clip on Instagram. When I saw the clip, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? That's not a shout out. He never really shouted me out. That was fake in my mind, but I never made a video about it. It was a fake shout out. And it was kind of concerning. It was almost like he was gaslighting his viewers. And I don't appreciate that sucker type stuff where people give fake shout outs. You got to be really sincere. You got to be an authentic brother. So I'm looking at this thing and then I kind of remembered, wait a minute. I had a run-in with this dude before. But it's like it happened a while ago. I thought it happened a couple of years back, but it wasn't. It was in 2025. So I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I had a run-in with this dude, but I couldn't remember the video name. So it took me about a week to figure it out. And somebody came into the comments and gave the exact name of the video. I go back to the video. The video was done January 3rd, 2025. I did a live stream about a YouTuber who said he wanted to quit YouTube. And in that video, Anton came into the live chat. That was his first time ever on my platform a year ago. He came on the live chat and was like, "I never heard of you before. Your video came up in my feeds, so I came over to see what you got going on, and I'm disappointed in your content." That's what he said. Basically, throwing shots because he didn't like the fact that I was reacting to a video of him reacting to some other dude, and he gave the dude no advice to help him. I made a video giving the brother advice. So he was upset that I made this video. So in my mind, I'm like, hold up. A year ago, you told everybody on YouTube you don't know who I am. How you don't know who I am? And I've been on YouTube since 2006. I've been here since day one. Everybody know who I am on YouTube in the black sector. If they act like they don't know me because they've been jealous the whole damn time. But most of these YouTubers conspire against me, so they're gonna act like they don't know me, right? So for him to say he didn't know me, that was disrespect. How you don't know me in 2025, but in 2026 you shouting me out? Go look at my videos. I already talked about it already. I made a whole live stream talking about it, breaking it down, showing you the clips, showing you everything. Basically, the man was acting like he rocked with me, and I called him out on it. And I'm like, yo, in 2025, you disrespected me, say you don't know who I am. 2026, you saying you rock with my platform, but you never show up. You never in the comments. You never show no love. You never told nobody nothing about me. So when I seen Red Suppression making a video, I'm like, dude, you need to tell your viewers the whole story and stop making it seem like somebody's jealous of somebody. I'm not jealous of nobody on YouTube. I'm a talented artist. I'm a talented man. I'm a talented film producer. I have nothing to be jealous about anybody about. I've been rolling solo the whole time. I don't do interviews. I don't do panels. I don't give a fuck about you YouTubers. I can roll solo. I can hold my own. I could be on camera by myself. I don't need to be on a panel with 20 other ninjas just to get visibility. That's what y'all do. That's how y'all come up. Y'all the type that go to other people's platforms to get visibility. I don't do that. I've always been alone. Do you understand? I don't need nobody on YouTube to say, oh, I was the one that built Ringo up. None of you can say that. None of you built my platform up. I did it from the ground up. You understand? No panel talk, no sitting around, none of that mess. I don't do that type of stuff because I don't trust these people. So when Red Suppression made that video, he was lying to his viewers, making it seem like, oh, here you are defending Anton. If he was a fake Christian, how come you didn't know he was a fake Christian before? I'm like, dude, I don't know this man. You making it seem like I know this dude. I don't know this dude. It's just like a lot of people saying they Christians. Everybody can say they're a Christian. That doesn't mean they're a Christian. Anybody can say they follow politics. That doesn't mean they follow politics. Anybody can say anything they want on social media. You'll believe whatever you see. You know? But don't make it seem like me and this dude was cool. I'm not friends with none of these guys. I don't know none of them. None of them ever came to my house. None of them are cool with me. They never met my family. We never had a bear together. I don't know these dudes. This is just YouTube. The problem is the viewers get caught up in social media so much, they start just believing lies. So what content creators do is they just spin narratives. The whole purpose of these reaction channels that you see that is flooding the system with a bunch of garbage is they're trying to control a narrative by spreading a lie. And if everybody could keep the lie going, it'll become the truth. If you can hear something multiple times, you're going to believe it as the truth. If I keep going around saying, this content creator is a pedophile, he's a pedophile, and I could get 5 other content creators to say the same thing, and we're all saying that one content creator is a pedophile, you, the viewer, because you're not intelligent to go do your own independent research, because all these people are saying the same thing, you're going to believe it, not realizing that all of those YouTubers get paid to lie. Do you understand that? So being that they get paid, they're going to all join up to lie because they know you're going to flock to their platform to hear the lie. You know? This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. See, none of this stuff is new. And this is what happens when people are fake. So I'm going to pretty much get up on out of here, guys. I'll be back on later. Yeah, so the lead attorney is a fake attorney. He's not an actual attorney today. He posed as an attorney on YouTube to mislead people to gain trust. That's what it's all about. Like I said, if I'm doing content right here and I'm talking about a topic, you're more likely to go to lead attorney and listen to him because you trust him. Because you figure it says attorney. I'm telling you, people are dumb. People are dumb. I'm convinced that you got to just lie in order to get support and views and clicks because that's the wave of where social media is going. You got to lie. You got to deceive people. So if viewers are dumb and they don't know the difference, then all you got to do is manipulate them. Do you know how much? Listen, I could go do see, it's not in me to lie. That's the whole thing. It's not in me to lie. If I go do a channel right now and just lie and make content lying, I'll get all sorts of traction. All sorts of traction, bro. That's the amazing thing about social media is that you could just lie and people are dumb. They believe it. But I can't do that. I have morals and values. I can't just come on camera lying to people all day. I'm a voice of reason. I speak with authority. I hold people accountable. That's just how I move. But so many people lie and it's just sickening. Like, look at the Mika lady. She claims she's married. Where her husband at? The video I did last night was excellent. I should have 500,000 views on the video, but because you viewers don't watch the videos, the videos don't go nowhere. That's the problem with social media. The dumb videos get all the views, and the videos that actually provide you with the truth, you don't watch it because the truth don't sound good anymore. You got to lie now. That's why social media is dead, because it's like everybody's just lying for a check now. It's so sad right now. It's like, damn, I can't even be truthful anymore. Being truthful is now a bad thing. Absolutely crazy, man. You can Google lead attorney and find his name and everything. Let me see if I do this. Watch this, guys. I don't know why everybody's saying what you can't do. I don't know why people saying what you can't do. Right? Watch this. Let me give you the information because it's like people don't know how to use Google. That's number one. People don't know how to research. That's the issue. They don't know how to research. Okay. Now, let's see. If you let me see where we at. Okay. You go to Google, you type in the lead attorney, right? Boom. Now, let me see if I do this. Right? Lead attorney. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you click on this. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna give you guys the game because, you know, it's like you try to help people and they just don't get it, right? But let me see if I could do this. All right, so now let me take this out. Now, again, because I'm on my cell phone, the screen is reversed, right? But now I want you to see this, right? I don't know if you could see, you put the lead attorney into your search, right? Now, watch this. Watch this. You go like this. Look, you scroll past these pictures, right? Scroll. You see that link right there that says Reddit? Click that link. Click that link that says Reddit. When you click that link, there's a topic that's up 3 years ago that says thoughts on lead attorney. Scroll down, keep scrolling, and as you keep scrolling, there's a link right there. It's a link to a website, usattorneys.com. When you click on that link, that brings you all the information you need. Simple research. 1, 2, 3. That's why when Corey said he hired a private investigator to find out lead attorney's name, bro, I've been knew that name years ago. But what does a name do for me? A name doesn't do anything for me. He was an attorney at one point. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's not a practicing attorney right now. That's the problem, right? Notice the comment here. Somebody says, always one black man coming for another black man. Stop the hate and focus on your content, not another man's. So why are you here? Focus on me. Aren't you hating? You're hating on another black man. Focus on your content. See, I could say the same thing to you. Why is it that you're here hating on me because I'm doing my content? Why don't you focus on yours? See, you're here to defend the fake attorney. You're hating on me. Can't you see that? That's the herd mentality. You're here. You're making me to be the bad guy. Did you see what you're doing? You're not looking at the lead attorney as the bad guy for what he did to Corey because you trust him. You trust him as an attorney and you see me as a nobody. That's what you see. You look down on a black man. You look up to lead attorney. He's your God. You're guilty of the very thing you're trying to put on me. You're projecting. You're doing the very thing that you're projecting on me. You see me as a nobody. You look up to the so-called lead attorney as if though he's the authority and somebody's trying to put him down. You know? I didn't tell you that you're using him as an attorney. You're worshiping him. Why are you defending him? Why are you defending the lead attorney? Why you're not Talking about Corey's attorney. What are you gaining? Who sent you? Who paid you to be here? Who paid you to be here? Why are you hating on me? Why do you call it hate when somebody holds someone's accountable? I'm holding this situation accountable. A fake attorney should not be online posing as one. You know? Why are you defending this man? Why are you dick riding the lead attorney? You're riding his dick with no Vaseline. Why are you here? Talking about somebody's tearing somebody down. Notice this, guys. They always say stuff like you're tearing somebody down. You know? Think about this. That's probably the lead attorney under that count. I mean, might as well you just come into the live chat and be a man. Don't send your trolls over here to talk for you. Be a man and do it yourself. Be a man and do it yourself. You know? This man is literally riding lead attorney's dick. Balls deep, riding him, bro. You riding another man, hard body. You here doing his work. You're his woman. I never seen a dude ride for another dude that hard. You talking about somebody's tearing somebody down. I can't tear him down. How am I tearing him down? I'm sharing my opinions. Do you see how on YouTube, when you share your opinions and thoughts about someone, it's always looked upon as hate. It's always looked upon as you're tearing somebody down. You're not tearing me down, idiot. You're here literally speaking against everything that I'm doing. You're doing the very thing that you're claiming I'm doing. And you can't see your hypocrisy. You're trying to silence my voice. I'm sharing my thoughts, and you're mad about that. Why are you defending this man for? Why are you defending him? Why do you feel somebody's tearing him down by bringing awareness that he's a fake attorney on YouTube? Why is that bothering you? Why is that bothering you? You know? And this is the sad point. And you're watching me too. Like, what's the point of you being here? You don't rock with my platform. You don't even support my platform. You're a dick rider for the lead attorney. You're literally riding this man's balls, lap dancing the lead attorney. And you over here, you're not subscribed to my channel. You're not a supporter of my channel. What is your purpose for being here? What is your purpose for being here? You don't subscribe to me. You don't support me. What are you here for? What are you here for? You already been caught, man. You're already exposed. You're one of lead attorney's cheerleaders, and it's not going to work. Tell your boss to come over here and answer why he posed as an attorney on YouTube and he's not one right now. Don't pose as an attorney. Don't say attorney nothing. You're not an attorney. Might as well you call your username retired attorney. Say retired attorney reacts to so-and-so. Say that. That would be more appropriate. I would agree with that. If his username is retired attorney reacts, I could rock with that. But when you say attorney, I can't rock with that. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're not real. You're fake. And a lot of y'all, all right, put it like this. How many of you guys that heard of the lead attorney? Now be honest. How many of you believed all this time that he's a real attorney? Put a 1. If you believe he's a real attorney, put a 1. If you believe he's fake, put a number 2. If I was on my laptop, I would make a poll to pretty much vote. Put a 1 if you actually thought he was a real attorney and you're now learning that he's not an attorney. Put a 2 if you always believe that he's fake. Because there's a lot of people that believe he's a real attorney. A lot of people, man. They be like, man, yo, man, the lead attorney, man, yo, I can't believe this attorney he be on point. He be doing this. He be doing. No, he's not an attorney, fam. He's not. And that's the thing that I'm trying to make y'all understand. I know a lot of y'all hate me, but it is what it is, you know? And if you notice, you've seen my growth as a content creator, because normally I'd be blocking people. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? If you come in and you negative, you share your negative thoughts about me, I'm not blocking you, fam. And if there's any moderators that are watching the shows, don't block nobody. Don't block nobody. Let everybody rock out. I want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? Let them just do whatever they got to do. As long as they're not spamming, y'all know what spamming mean, right? Spam bots and all of that other stuff. Those kind of people we block. But if somebody's just sharing their disagreements, let them just say whatever they got to say. I'm not take that personal and oh, I'm blocking you. Get out of here. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm not doing that. That's why I'm letting the dude just say whatever he want. He just got to be prepared for the smoke that I'm going to give back. You know what I mean? Because you ain't going to come in here D-riding for lead attorney like I'm doing something wrong, like I'm tearing somebody down. I'm speaking my mind here, bringing out real information. The man is not a practicing attorney. So how you going to argue against that? You know? That's crazy. What this person said here is you're trying to build a channel, but I've seen you insult viewers trying to give you a chance. I've seen you enough times to have the opinion that you're a contrarian just for content. Well, you're here viewing me, so you should not view me. If you feel that way, I don't even know why you're here. Like, you got to be just dumb to be here if that's how you feel. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. You can feel whatever you want to feel about me. I don't really care. The whole point is I'm not trying to build a platform. I already built one. Something that you can never do. You can never do this. Never. I'm talking to you. You could never do this. Never. I'm not trying to build a platform. I've already built one already. Rare is it that a YouTuber ever even get to 100,000 subscribers. Rare. That's a miracle in and of itself. On YouTube, to get to 100K subs, that's a miracle. Real talk. So you can say whatever you want to say. You viewing me. Let me see. I don't even know why these people are here. They here because, and you know what's so funny, guys? You know what's so funny? I didn't even put these dudes' names in my titles, bro. Think about this, gang. Do you see this attorney's name in my title? I didn't put no name in the title. I put a thumbnail. I put up a thumbnail. But there's no name in my title. There's no name in my title, fam. I didn't use his name. I didn't use Corey's name. I just said you shouldn't be taking legal advice from this attorney. That's all I put in the title. The thumbnail pretty much represents what I'm going to talk about because that's what a thumbnail is designed to do. But titles, I didn't use his name. None of that stuff. I'm just sharing my thoughts. If you guys are going through a divorce, are you going to contact the lead attorney for advice? It doesn't matter if he was once an attorney or not. You're not supposed to be taking any advice legally about a case that is serious with a dude that's not even an attorney. That's crazy. You know? Yeah, a lot of people want to stay asleep. That's why they hate me. You know? They hate me because I actually just say what needs to be said. That's why these YouTubers never react to the truth that I share. They're always negative. Anything they say about me is always negative because they always hated me. Just like they always hated Kevin Samuels. They never loved Kevin Samuels. They hated that man. Kevin was always looked upon as a lame to the black manosphere. They never rocked with this dude. None of them. They wanted to use Kevin to get successful. That's what they wanted. You know? All of these dudes. None of these dudes been to Kevin's funeral. None of them. What's this other YouTuber, man? I'm trying to get his name. Something Ali, something. media. What's this? Asuma Ali something. Forgot his name. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Kevin Samuels promoted that man's book on his platform. How come he wasn't at the funeral? Obsidian. How come he wasn't at the funeral? Kevin Samuels promoted that man's book. You ain't show up to the man's funeral? Damn. That's crazy, man. I'm showing you guys the real. This dude, Obsidian, pretty much was one of the founding fathers of the Black Manosphere with a couple of other guys. And he got his book promoted by Kevin Samuels and didn't show up to the funeral. You tell me, fam. Tell me what's going on. Could somebody help me out? I'm trying to figure this out. These dudes never liked Kevin. You know? And it's because they hated him. Kevin, listen. Let me give you the real. Because I always got to speak truth. A lot of times when I talk about these issues, y'all misconstrue what I say. I'm not here to diss Kevin. I didn't agree with Kevin. I was one of his detractors and critics. Kevin did something that was better than the Black Manosphere. And I believe the Black Manosphere got jealous. Do you see how I can be honest, fam? Even though he took talking points of mine, I wasn't jealous of him. Not at all. I didn't agree with the things that he was doing because he was running a minstrel show, a grift, where he was acting as if though he wanted black families to come together. That's not what he wanted, guys. He was teaching black men to go buy box, to pay for it. And I used to make videos speaking against him for acting like a Christian when he was not a Christian. Remember, Kevin Samuels acted like he was a Christian. What is Anton Daniels doing? Acting like a Christian. Same formula. Act like a Christian, act like a conservative, act like you're doing all of these things in order to win the trust of the people. So Kevin Samuels was considered a lame in this space. He was doing colognes, dressing in suits. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of channels that are style channels. Shout out to all the style channels. There's a lot of you guys that do style channels. You're pretty good at what you do. That's what Kevin did. The Black Manosphere didn't care for that stuff. When they saw Kevin, they saw him as a lame. What Kevin did is he took all the things that the Black Manosphere was doing, the red pill sector was doing, and he decided to build something that was different. And it became very successful, and it basically took everybody out of business. Nobody was watching nobody else but Kevin Samuels. And they were jealous. A lot of people were angry about it. They were upset, they were mad, and they felt that because Kevin Samuels made it, he got successful, they were hoping that Kevin would bring them on board or bring them on the show or give them a shout out. And over time, you would hear Kevin, he would shout out O'Shea, he would shout out Obsidian, he would shout out the lead attorney, he would shout out MTR, he would shout out all these other people, Melanie King, all these different people, he would shout them all out. And certain creators didn't get no shout outs, and they were mad about that. So Kevin's success was something he built up. You can't take that away. And it was a very entertaining show. You can't take that away from him. Even though I'm one of his critics, I still got to give the proper credit. It was a unique show. Nobody ever did it before. And now we see Melanie King try to do a dating show, and it flopped. You have Kendra G. She stole Kevin Samuels' whole formula. doing this show, mimicking everything from Kevin. Everything, right? If Kevin was still here today, he would have been on Netflix right now. Facts. That Pop the Balloon show, that wouldn't even exist if Kevin was still here. He would have advanced and went to another level. It would have been huge. It would have been crazy. But they wanted him gone. That's why you have that other brother from Sanford and Son that recently died. He was in an interview, and I made a video about it, and he talked about how they murdered Kevin Samuels. I already told you guys they murdered Kevin Samuels, but he said the powers that be orchestrated that to take him out because they didn't like the things that he was doing. He was getting too big. Kevin Samuels was one of the fastest growing YouTubers in the black sector ever. There will never be another one that grow that fast. His popularity was contagious, and it was almost divine when you look at it. It looked like somebody was pushing him. I thought YouTube was purposely doing it. It was just, the algorithm was just open to him and him only. That's how crazy it was. And somebody wanted him dead. And I believe that they killed him to get him out of the way in order for other influencers to grow, to shape the thoughts of people on social media. Because Kevin had total control of the algorithm to the point that even Fresh and Fit couldn't compete with Kevin Samuels. They had a beef. First they were cool, and then Fresh and Fit was beefing with Kevin Samuels out of jealousy over the time slot of 10 p.m. And then they had their fallout, and Fresh and Fit was like, you know what? We're going to come on at the same time y'all come on. Forget it. We're going to compete with you, Kevin. And they were battling. But if you notice, Kevin Samuels never got in trouble. Kevin Samuels never received copyright strikes, never had videos taken down, never had nothing, because he studied YouTube. He studied YouTube. He studied the business. He studied everything. Kevin was smart. He did something that a lot of us YouTubers didn't do. So there was a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate. And being that he had no real circle, Kevin clung to certain YouTubers. And when this happened, that's when I knew he was going to fall. Once Kevin connected with all these different YouTubers, I already knew something was going to go wrong. I told my wife about this. I said, somebody going to take him out. He's around all of these ninjas, and I don't trust these people. And when I saw Kevin literally open himself up to these two attorney guys, I said, you're doing it bad, bro. You're doing it bad. I wish he would have listened to my videos and learned. He would have probably got away from these people. Once he connected with Melanie King, I already knew he was going down because her husband divorced her. She's no good. She might have the look, but she's no good. She's not a good person. You know what I mean? There's demons around them people. And I knew this from way back because when she lost everything on YouTube, see, a lot of you guys, you don't know this, but Melanie King came on YouTube in a video. I still got the video, right? She came on YouTube crying about, oh, I don't got no money. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm losing everything. The kids, woe is me. And everybody saw that. And because, you know, when a woman is crying on YouTube, people run to her rescue. All these YouTubers went and started simping for this woman. Kevin saw her and took her under his wing because Melanie King used to be very big on YouTube, not because she's big. It was through her children. They had a children's channel, and the children's channel generated billions of views. So she was riding the coattail of her children. When YouTube had that situation go down with Copa, it investigated all these platforms that had children in their videos, and all of those platforms got demonetized. But it was deeper than just the Copa situation. She was going through a divorce. And the husband, I guess he probably had control over the platforms, so she had no control over nothing. You get it? The husband is the one who got the kids. She claims she got the kids. She don't got no kids. She have a new child with the new man that she's with. I don't even know if they still together, but I'm giving you the history. So when Kevin got with Melanie King, she started hanging around with him a lot. I knew he was going to go down. Kevin put around him all the wrong people. He had nothing but snakes, vipers. And when I saw Kevin in that video on his birthday, he had that attorney dude and Melanie King in the video. I knew something was going to go wrong, man. I knew he was in trouble. I made videos trying to give him warnings. And then I remember there was this one day, I was asleep. My wife woke me up. She said, Kevin Samuels dead. I was like, you bugging. It's like, he's dead. I jump up out of sleep, run straight to the computer, and basically looked up Kevin Samuels. I seen Melanie King. She was live. She was live talking about the situation. It was a major red flag because the way she was acting, I was like, this is a major red flag. She was wearing a jacket. Clearly Kevin Samuels had. She was calling hospitals and stuff. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, you bugging. You know, you had Anton Daniels on, he there crying on camera. They probably took down all these videos, right? I got them downloaded somewhere, you know. He up there fake crying for the viewers. That was everybody positioning themselves in order to grow. Then you had the attorney dude. Yeah, Kevin was my good friend. We were great friends. That was my best friend. And I'm like, Kevin never announced you as a good friend when he was alive. Never. Kevin never announced that attorney dude was his good friend. He never said that. That dude came out of nowhere. I don't even know where this dude come from. But he said, yeah, that's my good friend. After the man dead. And people believed him. So he was able to get views. He was getting views. He did a live stream, right? He called it some sort of live stream for Kevin Samuels. I did a video about that, and they generated thousands of dollars. Thousands in super chats. All of that money went to those people, bro. They wanted you to believe that the money is going to some daughter. Cap. People got rich, y'all. The death of Kevin need to be investigated. It need to be investigated. Because whoever have control over his platform is still monetized. They still eating. That's why I keep saying you guys shouldn't even be viewing the videos. Nobody should be viewing any videos on Kevin Samuels' platform. The man is dead, bro. The man is dead. You guys are still over there viewing videos? He dead. Let it go. Let the channel die out, bro. You're feeding somebody else, y'all. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. It's one thing if Kevin is here and he's like, hey, guys, if something was to happen to me, my daughter, she's going to run my platform. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you guys know. I know y'all got me here today. I'm here. I'm doing my thing. But if something was to happen to me, y'all, I'm letting y'all all know publicly. My daughter, she's going to have total control over my estate. And she's going to be clipping my videos to keep me going. That way the family's taken care of. Kevin Samuels never said these things, bro. Somebody else took that man's platform right after he died. Immediately. They were uploading videos, uploading community posts. And I'm like, who got access to his platform? YouTube would never give you that info. YouTube would never. Look, guys, I got channels that is still on YouTube that I forgot my passwords. I forgot the email. I had a totally different cell phone. There's no way for me to get into these accounts. I contacted YouTube several times, letting them know it's me. That's my account. You can check the IP. I got my ID. I got everything to show you. That's my account. You could see me on the videos. They said there's nothing they could do. They can't open that account. They can't do nothing. I was like, so you can't let me get the password? We can't give you that information. I said, why? Only you know it. Without your credentials, you can't get to it. We can't do nothing. There's nothing we could do. And I know they could do something, you know, just that they don't want to. So how is it that Kevin died and somebody got control of his platform? YouTube is not giving you that info. YouTube, listen, a bank is not going to give nobody your info but you. That is why you have to have beneficiaries. That is why you need to have a spouse who have the authority to do banking under your account or whatever the case is. Because if they don't have that access, the bank is not giving them nothing. You stuck. That's why you're supposed to have things in order. So in case something happened, you good. Kevin never talked about his daughter in terms of, hey, here's my daughter. Here she is. Never did. That's why I don't trust none of these people, man. You know? They killed Kevin Samuels in order to take his money, man. They killed him. Somebody said, who? You figure it out. I gave too many clues already. I ain't pinned nobody's name to it because we don't know who struck the blow, who did it. We don't know that. What we do know is that there was a lot of people around Kevin. So the choice is yours to find out what's what. So I'm going to get up on out of here, gang. Y'all stay safe. I'll be back later with more content. Man, fake YouTubers, fake attorneys. Y'all continue to believe these lies that these people put out. Keep believing in fake influencers. I'm going to keep speaking the truth regardless. So it doesn't matter how much people hate me. Doesn't matter how much you dislike my content and whatnot. I'm going to continue to speak the truth and do what I need to do. You know? So peace and blessings, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace and blessings.